Hello, thanks for joining me today. My name is Amin, and this video is sponsored by Aminet Media. Alright, today we're going to be looking at how you can open a new project in Coreldraw and some of the specifications, some of the settings you can do when you open a new project in Coreldraw. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, I'm running Coreldraw right now. It's gonna take a little time to open. Let's wait for it. Alright, we're in Coreldraw interface, and this is what you will see when you open your Coreldraw. Although I've changed most of the settings here, which I already talked about in previous videos, so I don't think anything here is alien to you. Alright, this is where you actually open a new project, and there are some certain ways in which you can open a new project in Coreldraw. One of them is, as you look here, you'll see open new documents. If you click it, you'll see create a new document. Okay, so you can type in the name of the document you want to create. If you don't want to use that option, we can go back, and here it says new from template. Alright, Coreldraw have placed some templates for you to choose from. So when you click new from template, it will bring out some. Let's wait for it. Why is it hanging up? Okay, now new from templates. It will load out some forms, some templates for you here. This is a brochure template that is embedded in Coreldraw. If you want to create a brochure and you want to use this template, you can choose it. If you want to create a business card, there are two options here that you can use. If you want to create a business stationery, there are three or more options here that you can use to create such. And there are other promotional items, postcards. Alright, I don't actually use this template to create my new project, but if it's something you think you want to use, you can use it. So I'm going to close it. Okay, another way you can open a new project in Coreldraw is by going to File and clicking on New. You can see a shortcut here that says Control N. So if you click on New, opens a new project. You can name it and click OK. All right. You can also do Control N. Once you do Control N, as it says there, is a new opening a new project shortcut that you can use. You can name it, then say OK. All right. If you still don't want to use that option, there's one other option here that you can use to open your project, which is this icon here. Okay, you see, if I hover over it, says new, and it also shows you the Control N that you can use to open your new project. So if we click on it, but before we do that, which is last of what I wanted to show, I want us to look at this. This says recently opened. Okay, under this recently opened, it brings out some of the project you have previously done as a project suggestions. Maybe you want to reopen them. You can hover over it and click on it, and it opens it. So this is the most recent project that I did, and it's showing it over here, as you can see, beginner to pro code X7. So if you don't want to open that, you can hover over this once and check it out. If it's what you want to open, you can do that, but that's not what we came here to do. So I'm going to click on this icon, which was the last thing I showed you on how to open a new project. Okay, we're here right now. We're here right now. So I'm actually not going to name this document. I'm going to leave it as it is. If there's something else I want to show us that I'm going to do not from here. So if you name your document, you can choose the specifications, Corel default, or whatever it is that you want to choose here, but we don't want to change anything there. Then the later, you can choose the size of the document. If you click here, there are so many size, A4, business card, and the rest of it that you can choose for. You see A1, A2, A3, and the later is the default. So you can change the width. If you know the width and height of the document, that's the general size of the document that you want to create. You can change the width and change the height. If you don't want to work with inches, you can change it here to millimeters, points, or pixel, or even feet or yard, depending on what you want. Okay, so how many pages do you want for your new project? You can create it here. If you want 2 pages to open, when you click OK, 2 pages will open, but let's leave it at 1 now. So what's the primary color you want for your project? Is it RGB or CMYK? We'll get to that in subsequent videos. Now, rendering resolutions, you leave it like that. We don't actually touch it most of the times. I've never touched that. So preview mode, you leave it that way, not touching anything. So do not show this dialog again. If you want it not to show this dialog again, anytime you click on opening a new document, you just click on this. But I don't actually click it. I always leave it like that, although I don't name my document most of the times. So you click on OK. It opens your new document. Okay guys, we are in our customized page, and one of the extra ways you can use to open a new document, a new project with ease, is by just clicking this button here. Alright, this plus sign here. Once you click on it, it opens your new document. Alright, then you fill in the details you want and click OK. One of the things I wanted to show you, this property bar. There are some extra settings you can do in this property bar to customize the page of the project you want to do. Okay, we talked about opening from file, opening from this icon, clicking on Control N to open, and the other things we talked on the other page. All right, I'm going to click on Control N to open a new page. All right, I'm going to leave everything like this. Okay, see our new page right here. So we already talked about the specifications of your project. If you want it to be a letter, which is the default. If you want it to be A4 size, if you want to customize it, you want to be A5 size, and any other size, and depending on what you want to do. Okay, now here, this is a very important area. You can actually change. This is where you customize the size of your document that you want to do, size of a page or size of a document. Okay, so if I change, let's say I do 90 to 11, just for the cost purpose, let's just use 90. All right, it changes the width to 90 by 11. All right, I'm going to, if you want to change this place, let's say 70. All right, it resizes it. So this is where you resize everything, the size of your page or the size of your document. All right, what I mean by the size of your page and the size of your document is the size of your page. Now let's say I add a rectangle. Let's assume this rectangle is my page, is my document. Okay, and I want to resize it. I don't want it to be this size. Now I can resize it to say 8. If I resize to 8, it's now 8. I resize this to 5. Okay, now we have 8 by 5. Now why it's so small is because of the size of a page is way bigger than the size of a document. So if I enlarge the document, so I now enlarge the document. Now the size is now close to the size of a page. So if I click on the page itself, it brings out the previous size we chose. 90 by 70. All right. Now if I click on the page, I already resized it, and as I resized it, it gave it another size. All right. As I'm moving it, it's changing the size. I hope you can see it. All right. Now this X and Y shows where the document is on the page. All right. We are not going into that. Okay. This is where we want to go. So I'm going to delete this. I just wanted us to see the size, because I said it can change the size of a page and the size of the document. That's why I added that document. All right. The next thing here is if you want this thing to be a portrait, I'm going to take it back to, let's say, 11. All right, let's not do that. Let me go back to later form. Okay, later form is back to the default size. All right, so if I click here, I'm on portrait. Okay, you want to change to landscape mode, you click this icon. See, you change to landscape mode. So portrait, landscape mode. All right, the next thing is let's say you have multiple pages here. um, if this icon is on, there are two icons here. This one, if it's on, I'm going to hover over it. You'll see what it writes there. All pages. That's apply the page size to all pages. So any page size that is here will be applied to both pages, both page 1 and page 2. Okay, so if you look at it, page 1, okay, page 1 is 8.5 by 11. Page 2, 8.5 by 11. Even on landscape, 11 by 8.5. Page 1, 11 by 8.5. Alright, so if I click this icon rather, so let me hover over it so that you see what it says. Current page, apply the page size to the current page only. So if I change this page size, I'm on page 1. Let's say 11 by 9 or by 10. Okay, 11 by 10. It will only apply the page size to page 1. If I go to page 2, you'll see that it's still on the default mode. You see that? It's still on 11 by 8.5. So that's what this icon does. So if I go back to page 1, 11 by 10, the one we changed. Page 2, 11 by 8.5. Alright, that's what this icon does. We already talked about this one, the units, when we were talking about open a new document. Okay, so these are the units where you can change them. If you want to work with inches, that's the default. You can do that. If you want to work with pixel, you want to work with feet or yard or mile, anyone you want to work with, you can change it here. Alright, so this other things are not what we're going to talk about right now because they don't actually affect anything here. Okay guys, now you know how to open a new document. I'd like you to walk around the things, click things and know how they work. Even if you make a mistake, you don't know what you're clicking, just try things out. Click things and try them out and know what they do. You can click these, you can create something and try out some of those things to know, create a bunch of crazy things inside this page, okay, and try out some of these tools to get acquainted with it. It will help you out. When we get to that point, you still learn about it, but you can do some things by yourself and get busy with this software as we'll be proceeding. So thanks guys. If you like this video, you can give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. That's very important to help us go. And click the notification button, very important, so that you can get notifications when we post new videos. Alright, see you in the next video.